Wisconsin Broadcasters Association Hall of Famer Bob Berry ruled Milwaukee's airwaves in the 60s and 70s. He spoke with countless musicians and celebrities over the years. Bob collected remarkable recordings of these encounters, which he's now sharing with the public. Here's Bob.
Barbi Benton is probably best known as being the girlfriend of Hugh Hefner from 1969 to 1976. Hefner was the founder and publisher of Playboy Magazine. At age 18, she took a job at Playboy and became co-host of Playboy After Dark. When she started dating Hefner, she said, "I've never dated anyone over 24 before." And Hefner said, "That's all right, neither have I." Benton appeared on the Playboy cover 4 times and in a number of photo essays. She was featured on several TV shows, including Hee Haw. Her biggest record was Brass Buckles, top 5 on the country charts.
She outgrew brass buckles on her shoes. By 12, she was spilling out her jeans.
WOKY, Barbi Benton and Brass Buckles at 27 minutes before 9 o'clock. I like that song. She does that in her act, of course, at the Crown Room, Pfister Hotel, and she'll be there the rest of this week. And she does another one that hasn't been released up until this time, and you'll be hearing that first right here at WOKY between now and 9 o'clock. 24 minutes before 9 at WOKY. What was the reaction of, your parents are kind of conservative, right? I think I read something about them being a little bit on the conservative side. What was the reaction to the Playboy, the fold-out, and your relationship with Hef?
Well, I feel that my parents are extremely liberal.
Oh, really?
But they were very uptight when I first did my Playboy layout. They thought that that was very untasteful because my dad's a doctor and he thought that that was not exactly kosher for a nice little girl from Sacramento to do.
How do you go about winning a man? What's the way to his heart?
Oh, I have no idea.
Well,
all she has to do is look at him.
You got Hef.
It's in his kiss.
What did you say, Kurt?
All she has to do is look at him.
All she has to do is look at him. Yeah, right. No, I wasn't thinking of her in particular, but I thought maybe she had some help here for some women that would like to latch onto a guy like Hef. You don't want to give him any help, don't you?
No, I want to.
How about facelifts and plastic surgery?
Well, I tell you, if you need it, have it done.
Really? You believe in that, huh?
Sure. If I ever need it, I'll have it done.
Okay.
But I hope I don't need it.
How about all?
I imagine when I get to be 50 years old, I will want to have a facelift. I probably.
Oh, not 50. You won't need one at 50, I'm sure.
Well, that's when most women get them, not 50.
Not you. What about all the girls around Hef all the time? Does that bother you?
No, I'm very secure in our relationship, so it doesn't bother me. It did once upon a time. I was very possessive. He's possessive.
Really?
He doesn't like it when I
No kidding.
spend time with, like, if I'll go out with one member of the band, antique shopping 2 days in a row, he'll start getting a little worried about it, you know. But
do you do that on purpose once in a while?
Never.
Oh,
no. And
okay.
I've always been brought up spending more time with guys because I'm more sports oriented. I've always thought that guys make better partners in most everything. One thing I can think of, certainly.
I'll be darned, sports-oriented. We got Kurt Pavakis in the other studio.
I've always spent my life with guys, so, you know, if I ever had to stop hanging out with guys, it would be disastrous for me.
Gee whiz, Barbi, speaking of sports, I got to talk about Viking Guns in Burlington, Wisconsin. That's where they got their big buck contest. You ever see copy like this before?
No.
This is what you call ad lib. They have a big buck contest going on right now.
I don't believe
And
this.
you can win a Caribbean cruise for 2, 7 days, all expenses paid, or a Zenith Color TV. Doesn't cost you anything. There's no obligation at all. And the gun season, the buck season opens this coming Saturday, so you better get in there now. They're open tonight till 9 o'clock. They will not be undersold. And look at this. As an added attraction, they'll pay $5,000 in cash to anyone who enters the contest and brings in a new Wisconsin state record buck. Have you ever done any hunting?
I did when I was little. In fact, that was a family event. The entire family would go hunting. Somehow, when I got into high school, I realized that, the animals don't really have a chance against us. So I'm very much against hunting now. I used to hunt geese and ducks, etc. In fact, I even went deer hunting once, but I could never shoot a deer. And I have a hunting license, but I would never, ever, ever use it again. In fact, Hef and I went on an African safari, but all we brought was a camera.
Yeah, well, that's good.
And I think that's the best way to hunt, in my own opinion.
What about marriage? Have you thought about that at all?
I've thought about it and decided that that's Something for the future. But not for the immediate future.
And what does Hef have to say about it?
Well, it's the same thing. I don't think that he's overly anxious to get married. He's had a bad one. Of course, that was
A long time
20 years ago.
Yeah. Right.
But
Yes, what?
just the same, we may eventually do it. I'd like to have children someday, and if I did have children, I would not be one of those iconoclasts who would have the kids without being married.
Did you have a
Not
question,
that I'm
Kurt?
good.
I noticed Kurt's got his microphone on there, and he's in a trance, I think. He just keeps staring into space and looking at the picture of Barbie. You know, I have to plug you in here.
You can plug me in anytime.
Hey.
There we go. Well, I was talking about the headset, Kurt. Come on, you got a question?
I wasn't.
I like you, Barbie.
Oh, come on, Kurt.
I don't know what to say. I just, you want to hear about the games yesterday?
Oh, tell us about the
geez,
games.
that's right. You know, Kurt plays for the Brewers. You know that, Barbie.
Oh, I know that.
And she's sports-minded. Maybe she has a question for you, Kurt. That tore me up. But
No.
She doesn't have any questions for me.
No, he's so cute, though. I just wondered why you didn't sit in the front row at my show the other night.
Well, I tell you, I just, there was no way I could get, that close. I was afraid you might sit on my lap. And that would have been, that would have been it for about a year and a half for me.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, the conversation seems to be rolling.
Hey,
in
take
one
it
direction
easy.
here. If you don't mind, we're going to pause for just a second, cool off, and then we'll be right back.
Hear the native boys all sighing when the Gidget goes Hawaiian tonight at 8 on Movie 18.
Who designed Barbi Benton's costume in McLeod?
Oh, those are my own clothes. They were designed by a fairly new designer in Los Angeles. Well, he calls the shop Workroom 27. Bill Whitten is his name, and he does very, very funky clothes. He does Elton John's clothes and loads of rock stars. But he gives me some interesting clothes anyway.
You have some shoes that light up, don't you?
Some shoes? Oh, I do. Did you read about those somewhere?
Right. What?
In fact, they're made by Elton John's shoemaker.
Uh-huh. Kurt's got a question? Huh?
No, I was just going to say, if she put me on her feet, I think I'd light up too.
Oh, you devil.
Oh, man, he's trying to make points here.
He's making them.
Did you have any other questions, ma'am?
I'd like to know, does she fix her own hair?
I always do.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks for your call. All right, you're on the air with Barbi Benton.
Yes. Hello, Barbie.
Hello.
We want to ask you a couple questions. First, like to say we saw you the other night when you were at the Bucks game.
Oh, you did? Singing the Star-Spangled Banner.
That's right.
Yeah, a lot of people say this tonight. Says if the Bucks don't win, we still got good attraction.
Oh, thank you.
It's 11 minutes before 9 o'clock at WOKY. Barbi Benton is on the air with us. And do you have any goals, besides doing your own TV show? Or what's your goal? Is there a goal?
Oh, I've had so many goals. They keep changing. My original goal was to have a billboard on Sunset Boulevard. And when I came out with my first album, I got my billboard on Sunset Boulevard and took care of that goal.
How about a billboard on Wisconsin Avenue in Milwaukee?
That'd be terrific.
Okay, we'll see what we can do about that. We'll get back to Barbie in just a minute, and we'll also hear a song that you'll be hearing for the first time, unless you've seen Barbie's show, but as far as recording goes, this will be the first time anywhere that you'll be hearing her brand new single.
I had some good news today, and I really felt good. Great.
Okay, well, you can take those off now.
Oh, no, I love them.
Oh, you want them on? Okay. See, we were talking about the headset. I have to explain.
Actually,
In radio, you always have to explain.
I'll take them off if you'll plug me in again.
Oh, okay. Sunny. It'll be sunny and mild today. High 65. Clear to partly cloudy, mild tonight with a low 43. And it's, what's the temperature, Barb, right now?
It's 50 degrees. Isn't that exciting?
Would you like to be a radio announcer?
I love it.
Let's do this every morning, huh? Call it Bob and Barb. Barb and Bob.
I like it.
Barb and Bob.
Sounds good.
WOKY says parents are usually the first to detect hearing loss in their children. For information, call 272-1771 or Jim Brown at WOKY. This staff will never be the same. Jim should have called a meeting this morning because we're all here. I mean, all of them. Night guys, the morning guys, the whole staff. Has Hef been in to see the, is he coming? You said before that he hadn't been in. Is he coming in to see the show? Here.
No, we had been together for 3 weeks just before I opened in Milwaukee. So he had to go back to LA.
Now
That's
give
enough.
it to us for a while, right?
Yes, he needs a rest, so do I. Anyway, moving right along
Yes,
again.
welcome to our morning soap opera.
He came to Milwaukee last time I was here.
Jim Brown, single. See, we haven't more single guys around.
Single guy on the staff.
Only single guy on the staff. Well, a lot of guys just changed single. They just turned single. Just like that. But,
I started to say he did come to Milwaukee the last time I was
yeah,
at
right.
Twister.
See, I don't make those openings because it's so late. I can't. I fall asleep, and it's embarrassing, No,
but you're so nice to wake up to.
I just, thank you.
Oh, wait a minute.
This is Barbi Benton, and I'm sitting here with Bob Berry. He woke me up this morning, and he was wonderful to wake up with.
Oh, all right. That'll make my day forever.
Oh, that sounds nice.
I had another question. I forgot what it was.
Don't worry about it.
Hey, this has really been fun, Barb. Seriously, thanks a lot for stopping in.
Oh, I would have died if I hadn't.
I appreciate it. And for the first time, in fact, this album hasn't been released yet, so it'll be in the stores like tomorrow, let's say. And we're going to play a Reverend Bob, and this is about a minister who is messing around. What? Well, yes, isn't that what you said? Is that right? That's what it is. Okay, here's Barbi Benton at WOKY. Thanks for listening. It was nice having you.
Town our size, there were just two things that could really bring the people down. The county fair in mid-July, and a meeting where they sing and shout. And every billboard along the county highway told of its arrival. In 10-foot letters, the slogan read, the whole world needs revival.
Bob Berry. Thank you for listening to Bob Berry's Unearthed Interviews. Be sure to subscribe and rate our podcast on iTunes or wherever you find your podcasts. You can find all the episodes at WisconsinBroadcastingMuseum.org. Check out Bob Berry's book, Rock and Roll Radio Milwaukee. Book sale proceeds support Angels Kids Fund and Donate Life Wisconsin. The preceding program was made possible by a generous contribution from Terry Vaughn.